Hello everyone, welcome back. Christian Shreve, bestboxingvets.com. I want to talk to you about the creation, finally, of a real safety net for fighters. Now, I'm referring to this as the Ike Williams Foundation. Ike was one of the best lightweights of all time. In fact, he was so good that on his best day, I'm not sure if anybody could have taken him. Whitaker, Duran, Leonard, don't know. This was a fantastic fighter. He was also ethical, and it got him in trouble. He was blackballed by the Managers Guild. He had to take over his own career. He had to work with both legal and illegal organized crime in order to become the champion and to hold on to it. And he would bemoan the fact that fighters didn't have pensions, didn't have benefits. Now, those of you who are fight fans, whether it's MMA, whether it's kickboxing, whether it's boxing, you know that these fighters don't just compete, they take a pounding to deliver what they can give to the fans. And to do so they can take care of their families. And when they end their careers, frequently they don't have enough money to do anything. They're not trained in how to manage money. There's no course that goes with it. Very few fighters have somebody at the beginning of their career who say, we're going to incorporate you off the bat, and therefore you're going to be paid as an employee. We're going to save taxes. We're going to give you an automatic 20% raise by doing it. We're going to manage it. We're going to structure it into annuities. We're going to have it coming in. They don't do that. It doesn't happen. These guys end up broke. And because boxing is so demanding, a lot of them, they didn't go to school, go to college. A lot of them didn't even go to high school, really, all the way through, and develop the ability to have a fallback skill set. So when they end their career as professional gladiators, they have no other option. And so we look at them, those of us who are fans, those of us who are writers, those of us who care about the sport and the people involved in it, and we'll say, look at this person. This person has Parkinson's. This guy or gal has, hopefully not many gals yet, but it's coming, pugilistic dementia. This is happening. These people are walking on their heels. They don't have the ability to learn a skill set as easily. And where's the money for training? And somebody should do something. And nobody does. Everybody talks about, well, call your congressman with this problem, or call your senator, or but then people scratch their heads. Well, I'd like to do it. It's not, organized. And the conversation drops off, and then people pick up their popcorn and their glass of beer, and they wait for the next round. Well, I've had enough of it, like a lot of you. And I found that it was very easy to organize some sort of workable program. Here is what I propose. I propose that those of you who can volunteer in the following areas, let us know. bestboxingvets.com, www, of course, and email us and say, I can assist with this. Okay, we need a nonprofit set up. It's not, the paperwork, a little bit of help with the filing, 501c3, compatible for charitable gift donations. We set up a nonprofit. Now, I don't think that it makes sense to have anything other than volunteers doing this. If somebody can give me an argument for why somebody should get paid a salary, I'll listen, but how do we know that it won't end up like most other charities that I've seen, where too much of it is not going to where it's supposed to go? So, people say, well, we'll bring in the politicians. Bringing in organized, legal, self-servers, they're not going to come in unless they can benefit from it financially, and they can get a statement that is going to give them name recognition, to help their campaigns. They're not going to do that. And so the people who are already entrenched in it, they don't want to hear, well, you're going to take it out of my pocket. You're going to take some funds out of my pocket. They're going to fight that, and they're experienced at doing so. So we need something in the beginning that is void of conflict. So it's donation. We can set up a booth at the big fights, and if all the people who attend a massive fight will take a second and walk up to a booth for a volunteer waiting for them, who will donate just as much money as they will be, not instead of, but will be spending on a cup of beer or a fight program, we can raise 6-7 figures pretty quickly. Now, once we have the fund, and I want to make sure that, by the way, everything's transparent. However these funds are handled and managed, it should be completely transparent with both internal and external audits occurring frequently, because I don't want the money going in any place that it shouldn't go. It should go to the fighters, the people who've earned the money. Now, if we put it in, I was talking to an insurance and investment guy I know, and he said there are all sorts of investment tools, and once you have it moving, it can be structured in different ways, but right off the bat, you stick it in something like a variable annuity. And you have a growth phase where it builds up, and then you have a spending phase, and you can hold on your principal, and you can roll that profit out of it and then reinvest the principal. And there are all sorts of things you can do if you're smart about it and if you're willing to do it the right way. And so I would suggest that we follow that course of action. It won't happen overnight, but to build up the interest so that the principal stays there. And then we have a small board of people, each one of whom is approved by Teddy Atlas, who will, somebody can email us from across the country, from anywhere, and say, look, we need $250 as a copay to have a root canal done. We're a little short on groceries. We don't get our food stamps for 2 weeks. He or she wants to retrain. It's going to be $1,500, and if we can do this, the state will match it, and they can get a different job. And just case by case, help the people who provide the fights for us. And I think it's not a complicated thing. So if you have the skills as an investment advisor, if you're willing to volunteer your time, if you know anything about setting up a nonprofit, if you're good at bookkeeping, if you're an honorable, ethical person who is sincere in wanting to help the athletes themselves, please contact us directly. Let's get going. This isn't a perfect approach, but you start somewhere and you move your feet till you get what you want. That is championship conduct. That is a championship spirit. And that's the type of people that we're looking for the safety net for fighters, also known as the Ike Williams Foundation. I'm Christian Shreve, and I'm here to tell you about why I think you should own my new book, Money Boxing, which is on sale now. Money Boxing has something for everyone, whether or not you know anything about boxing. You're about to receive a backstage pass into a world of glamour, corruption, and intrigue. And you're going to learn about the system, which is the only thing the casinos have had to fear in a long time. You can own Money Boxing by clicking on the link below now. I think you'll like it.